But today we have joining us, of course, Lewis on every single breakdown. Thank you for making this happen. You're pushing forward. And we got Sarge with us, broadcasting from his apartment. That's nice. Is that the same? Man, you guys are making this apartment look huge. The pictures in the background. It's looking good, man. And today we are going to watch some old school jiu-jitsu matches with Fernando Margarida. Have you guys heard of him?
Fernando Margarida what?
Pontes.
Don't think so.
Great. That's how old school he is. Well, it just turns out that I trained with him for probably a year, maybe 2 years. This is back, of course, when I was in Rockville. I started Yamazaki, and then when we were training there, the person who was teaching us was always one belt level ahead. So when I was a white belt, he was a blue belt, and he came from Sao Paulo to come train with us. Now, we were both probably we're similar age, so we're about like 16, 17 during this time training together. It was terrible in the sense that, like, here's a dude who came in and he just beat everybody up every day on the mat. You know, he's like probably 190, 200 pounds. He was competing in heavyweight. As a blue belt, he had one of those tattered blue belts, like, you know, like they're like all torn up. And so his was handed down from some jiu-jitsu world champion. And actually I had the belt. It was passed on to somebody, a friend of mine named Un. And this is back then when we used to pass down our belts.
Wow.
So if you got promoted to the next belt, you got promoted to the purple belt, you kept your blue belt, and you found somebody who you were going to, when they got promoted, that you were going to give them your blue belt. And so therefore, like, you guys are connected, you know, by this thing. And so all the power that's been in that belt is being passed on from student to student. And so from his was almost a white belt. Like, it was shreds of blue left on it, you know, but it looked like somebody went on a tree and just like dragged it up against the bark and tore it all up. But it was cool looking. So I got to wear this belt for a while, and I ended up passing it along too. So when he came, we would go to all the local tournaments. It was funny though, because he was always sizing people up. Like, how much you weigh? You know, I was like, how much you weigh? And he went this weight class. He'd win the absolute. I mean, this guy was a monster in the United States while he was here. And he went back to Brazil, came back as a purple belt. By the time he came back as a purple belt, I was a blue belt, and he was still beating us.
When was this? This was in the mid-90s?
It was in the mid-90s, yeah. And whenever he taught a class, he would never teach us what he did. He would just teach us like some self-defense stuff. And so we were like, man, like, why don't you show us how to beat you? You know? No, so he would never show us anything. He just continued to beat us up. It was very demoralizing, but at the same time, very inspiring in the sense that you saw that there was something to work towards. And, you know, being from Brazil during that time, everybody's held up by, you're like, oh my God, this guy's Brazilian guy's going to come in and show us a bunch of stuff. And so now I'll tell you some stories about him later, because when he first came, I was kind of his caretaker, working at the school. He's kind of a crazy guy. I think he still is. He became I think he's the 2000 and the 2003 world champion, his weight class and absolute. So he ended, 2000. So he ended up like just making this his career, you know. And so let's watch some of his matches so you can see what's up.
Yeah, man. So he got double gold as a world champ?
Double gold.
In what color belt?
I believe black belt.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, he's a beast.
So let's see. Turn this down.
Did you turn down all the volume on your computer?
All right, let me see here. Oh, I got to share my screen first.
Yes.
Like a genius that I am. Host disabled attendee screen share.
Oh, my bad. Hold on a second.
Actually, you're the genius.
Yeah, that's my fault. Sorry. All right. I had to make a bunch of security things. You know what? I don't even think Sarge can unmute himself. I think you might have to unmute him. Oh, no, he could. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. I was looking like, wait a minute. Because, you know, Carlos does it with the kids. So he has to disable all their controls. There we go.
All right. So here's a match. Let me see. Can we watch it on? It's already 2:40.
It looks pretty good
Yeah.
so far. I'll tell you when it starts getting choppy. We'll just pause it and slow it down a little bit. So he's the guy on top?
No, he's on bottom. He's actually wrestling Fabio Gurgel.
Oh, wow.
The leader and owner of Allianz.
Dude, Fabio Gurgel is, I think, Marcelo Garcia's coach, right? Or Bernardo's.
Think about Fabio Gurgel. There we go.
Oh, snap. Using the shin, the collar grip.
Margarida is, so we said, like, I think he's a heavyweight in this. He's very, very strong, super strong. He'd do like muscle ups. He used to do muscle ups in the gym. He'd always like throw his gi over a pull-up bar and do a bunch of pull-ups, you know? So his grip strength is uncanny. He's like a monkey.
Wow.
And he would grab, and it would be impossible to break his grip. And so he played back then. He was playing, you know, a lot of open guards, like a lot of spider guard, and he was very strong with the leg press movement. So look at this. People who are not like this. He's like sticking his foot up in Fabio's neck.
Wow.
And he really didn't have respect for, like, he'll do whatever it takes to win. You know?
You want to slow it down? Yeah, maybe we slow it down to 75.
Slow it down to 75. Playback speed, 75%.
And he's all about that spider guard, huh?
Dude, he gets that grip, that collar grip, and a sleeve grip. Very hard to break.
He's looking for a butterfly sweep, or?
He does a lot of sit-up guarding, too.
Man, that's crazy. It's Fabio Gurgel.
Yeah, man. So he was back there fighting all the big names. And he made a name for himself. Unfortunately, I think he suffered a motorcycle accident, which kind of took him out of competition, kind of broke his foot. And he hasn't been really back to compete much after that.
He broke his foot in a motorcycle accident?
Yeah, crushed his foot.
Look at Allegra. Allegra's not even on the Zoom, and she's still helping us out from behind the scenes, dog. She posted that Marcelo and Bernardo are both students of Fabio Gurgel.
There you go.
Yeah, there it is. Bam.
Actually, we borrow a lot of the Aliance's opening plan for our own plan.
That's right. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Aliance all over the place.
Helping us out.
They don't even know they're helping us out.
And he's a Margarida sponsored by Badge Boy.
Of course.
Ankle pick. So he came up with an ankle pick, too.
Ooh.
No. Come on.
Why? Because they were on the edge?
On the edge. He's like, come on. Look at that. He's pissed.
Yo, I'd be upset, too. The ref didn't even call stop, did he?
Right here.
Oh, he's already out of bounds. Oh. He must have the ref must have called stop, and then he went for that ankle pick style thing. It looked like an ankle pick.
And now, back then, they would start you back up on your feet.
Oh, that's brutal.
But that's okay, because Margarida is really good at judo.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, so I mean, he started with the Yamazaki, with Fernando Yamazaki. So Fernando, they come from a long line of like judoka, you know.
That's right. Fernando Yamazaki, he's the black belt in judo.
Yeah, the Yamazakis are a judo family.
Oh. They pulled.
So he's very comfortable on his feet. Yeah, Fernando, I think he's a Pan American, like a 2-time Pan American champion.
Oh, wow.
Open weight class. When they used to have open weight class.
Dang. They don't do open weight class for judo anymore?
They don't do open weight class anymore. I think they stopped that in like the 80s or something.
Oh, wow.
You know, that's the sick we said. Like, things are slowly happening to sport jiu-jitsu the same way. They should never take away the open weight class.
Yeah, man. That's the best part.
It's always tough, though, because the competitors got to fight the day before their weight classes happen.
Yeah. I always thought that was – I mean, I don't know. I always thought that was kind of cool. But, man, it makes it harder to go double gold, man. There's some years that people, they don't even do their weight class. They just do the absolute division.
Yep. So he's now in like a partial omoplata there. was like a shin to face. Maybe go for gogo plata.
Yeah, I was about to say. But no way. Looks like Fabio Gurgel wants to go double unders. Or
Yeah, Margarida he's using that one cross collar grip to loop choke and then like push his head back up and get more underneath him. He's in.
That was close.
He's in. Look at the cross collar choke.
Oh shit. No way.
Tap.
No way. Cross collar choke from the open guard.
Cross collar choking them.
What? And they were out of bounds too. I thought he was gonna roll out of bounds.
You can't go out of bounds in a submission.
This must be the finals.
It was the finals, yeah.
Wow.
So that
Dude,
was
you trained with this dude when you guys were white and blue belts?
dude, this guy was a beast on the mat, but he was also a crazy guy.
What did he hit you with? Did he hit you with that cross collar choke?
Dude, he would choke me out all the time.
With
like,
everything?
dude, this guy, he would choke me. I would tap, and then he'd let me come back, but he'd still stay in the same position, and he'd just like choke me again. Well, like, what am I gonna do? Like, there's really nothing. He'd big brother me all day long.
Damn.
He'd be beating us up, and it was scary in a way because you're like, I can't. There's nothing I could do to this guy in jiu-jitsu.
And he came from
striking is a different story because a couple times he came in there, we want to mix it up. That changed up the whole thing, but to grapple with him is a scary situation.
And he trained in Brazil under who? With Fabio Gurgel?
Well, so I think all right. So when he went back to Brazil as a purple belt, he got banned from his school. I'm glad this is only on our channel. He beat up the security guard. So he beat up the security guard. I know because I remember I went to train there. I wasn't there when it happened. Biorhythm is where the school was at the time, and I think like he has a problem with authority, and people talk to him the wrong way. He'll just snap. So he beat up the security guard. Then the next day he came back. Fernando was like, "Look, you can't train here anymore." Doing stuff like that. So
when he was a purple belt?
Yeah, he got banished. I think as a purple, and then he went to Brazilian top team.
Oh wow!
Training with like, Bush de Manche.
Yeah,
all those guys. So he got really good.
So when he was a white belt, where did he train?
He was a Yamazaki, Fernando Yamazaki in Sao Paulo.
Oh, so Yamazaki had something in Sao Paulo, and then they sent him over to the Yamasaki in Maryland.
Yes, he came up because again we were always getting one belt higher than us to teach us. So when we were white belts, he came up as a blue belt and was working out in that room, training with us. Then later came Ahmed. He was a purple belt. He came and started training. Now he's a black belt. Now they say we look alike. So there's a couple pictures of us, and he thinks we get confused who's who. So he came, he trained us, and then Professor Francisco Neto, he came up. We were brown belts, and he came up and started teaching there. And then he got his black belt, and he's been there ever since. So we'd always have to, because I think Professor Mario came here in the 80s, and he was already in the United States. He had a lot of different jobs. And then when the UFC happened, he's like, I know that, I know jiu-jitsu because everybody wanted to learn it then. So then he opened up the school with Professor Dalla and became Yamazaki Dalla. Was the first like jiu-jitsu school in Maryland. I would say so.
Wow. What a crazy time.
Yeah, and Professor Dalla went back to Brazil. We didn't really have anybody who was at the school full-timer, teaching us. Professor Mario he had a lot of businesses, a lot of things he was doing. So he would be on the mat sometimes, but we're always getting, Professor Fernando would send us somebody to teach us pretty much.
And so, all right. So I know we've talked about this before, but I always think it's a really cool story, the early DMV. So I know you told me before, but I like to ask about it. So it was first in the DMV when the Gracies came out of Torrance, California. The only people in the DMV were Leo Dalla and Yamasaki.
I would say so. If you were saying yes,
The 90s.
In the metro area, yes, there were other schools back then. Up in New York, obviously Henzo.
Yep. Yep.
So like that was where everybody had like the state's kind of this is the school of the state basically, or like the most biggest name that came out of there. So obviously you had Henzo and all those guys coming out of that school, like Ricardo Almeida, Matt Serra, they're all training there, right? Sean Williams, and then kind of like south of that, beyond in Virginia, you had Lynx Academy, which is where my teacher, Master Mike Moses, came out of, and then that was a Pedro Sauer school. And so Pedro Sauer was traveling the world basically spreading Gracie Jiu-Jitsu, Elio Gracie's Jiu-Jitsu. And he had a lot of affiliates in Virginia Beach specifically, and kind of like across the United States. But that was the main other like proponent of Muay Thai and Jiu-Jitsu at that time on the East Coast, I would say.
Wow.
So you get like, we'd all meet each other in competition, pretty much see each other all the time. And now all those people out of there, like the people that I've trained with, perhaps competed against, have now like had branched off and opened other schools in those areas.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would say that Professor Leo Dalla is like the godfather of jiu-jitsu of our area.
Yeah.
And of course you had Yamazaki's, and they were in Rockville. And so that was the school, and I was there until I was a brown belt.
When I went to Chicago and I saw Comprido, I told him that, hey, I know Leo Dalla. And he was like, oh, yeah, I love Leo.
Yeah, they're good. They're good friends.
Cool.
Good old friends. Hold on 1 second here. So, and then you could see like people's styles kind of draw from that. But, of course, it's always the idea to evolve, and you put your own spin on it or style to it. We say like take what is useful, discard what is useless, and make what is uniquely your own, but always research your own experience. So you can always see like jiu-jitsu kind of evolving, in those areas and in those times. But of course, for us, we were always looking for somebody who was able to, if you were a blue belt back then, you're a badass, pretty much. You can run your own school. A lot of blue belts did. And in Pennsylvania, you had like Balance Gym. You had like Steve Maxwell, like he was over there. So everybody had kind of like an attachment to somebody who was teaching them. And back then, that's where associations were very important, because that was your kind of link to the art. Be it Peter Sauer, be it like Helson Gracie or Hoist Gracie. And so people were out there. You had to connect with one of the masters, so to speak, and then they would come and begin to show you moves. Come in, teach like a 2-day seminar, show you as much as they could. At that time, you try to absorb as much as you could, and then they go and travel to another part, and then they probably don't come back for a couple months. So we're always trying to look for like, where is the seminar happening? What's that? Higgin Machado was also around a lot, like the Machado brothers. So really? That was a connection out of them. Yeah, he is. They were
DMV.
And yeah, DMV.
No shit. The Machados, they're all in California now.
So like Trident Martial Arts, owned by Professor Pat Trey, was under the Machados for a long time. So,
I didn't know that. Yeah,
so you had a bunch of different people who you could try to. I took a seminar with Higgin. He's like over 200 pounds, man, crushing pressure. Yeah. So good times. But let's see if there's another match we can watch here. What's this? Oh yeah. Let's see this. Let me see if I can.
Against Saulo Ribeiro.
Saulo.
Wow. Oh, wow. Oh, this is intense. I can tell already. Is this Brazil Nationals?
Yeah.
Of course it is. You can always tell by the intensity of the match if it's in Brazil.
2001 Mundials.
This is 2000, so 2001 Mundial was still in Brazil, right?
Yep.
Yeah. I think they moved to the States. When was it? It was like around the 5th or 6th one.
2 points for Saulo.
Damn.
That was nice. You see, he went for these both are judo players,
Yeah, let's watch that again. It was a little choppy for me.
He went for an Ippon Tsunagi, same side cross collar, and then went in for like a Koichigari.
Oh, I see.
So he comes in, and then his foot, he fakes an overhead throw and then moves forward.
Wow.
2 points.
Damn. And a deep lapel grip, it looks like. No, not anymore.
It's hard to pass his guard with that cross collar grip, man.
Yeah, he's all about that cross collar grip.
his collar and he forearms you away and he puts an elbow in your face.
Is he looking for De La Hiva? No,
he's going for like he's going for like a sit up guard. He's going for a butterfly guard. He's going for a spider guard, mostly spider.
So he's all about the spider and butterfly guard.
Didn't play a lot of De La Hiva. Back then I think what De La Hiva was he was beginning to win and show that technique works.
Oh wow, yeah, pre De La Hiva.
He was De La Hiva. There you go. Got De La Hiva.
There it is. A little bit. But yeah, you're right. He likes to play that forearm across the face.
Very hard to pass. Tries to kick away his leg over there. On top. Salo, man, he's got like a lot of pressure.
Yeah, Salo's the man.
Passing, pressuring.
I saw this video about the Rivera brothers in California a couple years ago, one of those jiu-jitsu documentaries. And these guys, like, they won all the early mundials. They won them at every color. Like, all the way to black belt.
Lost all my mundial shirts, man. I wish I had them.
Dang.
They say they're in Portuguese, and so they're like, dude, that's a cool shirt. Like, you like it? I got it from the Mundials. Like, what's the Mundials?
He's trying that cross collar choke again. That's his jam.
Dude, that grip is out of control.
Wow, he does a good job keeping his guard too.
Yeah. Just letting you move around. He recovers the feet back. And again, like that leg press is really the strongest motion that a human body can produce. So you can get your feet in front of them and start pushing. Oh, look at that. We went at that pass for a while. That like pass and then you bring back old stuff.
Look at that. It all recycles. Talking about this guy teaching at Blue Belt, there's a lot of good guys that started teaching at Blue Belt.
Yeah.
Lloyd Irvin, he started teaching at Blue Belt. Cyborg. Did you know that?
Cyborg taught us a Blue Belt?
Dude, Cyborg was self-taught from Blue Belt.
See?
That's crazy.
It's just, so you love it that much, you're going to find the information.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Which is crazy to all those people that think like, they try to put the blame on the academy if they're not good. It's like
you gotta want to put in the time and learn.
Yeah, you're either good or you're not. Like you can't be like, it's been a certain amount of time, I should be this good. Like, it's not our fault.
I find that if you don't have access to, for us, like we didn't have YouTube, we didn't have any of that stuff. So you were looking for and anytime there's a seminar or something going on, you go to it and you just practice the moves. You drill the moves over and over again. It wasn't because you don't have access to all the information. So you're not like trying to do 50 million things. You're just doing like one or two things that you learn over and over and over again and get good at them.
Yeah. You figure that's what we do now when we go to seminars.
Yeah.
We go to seminars.
Nobody else is drilling except us.
I know. Every time we go to a seminar, all the beta people are drilling like maniacs because we're like, we just got to understand it. We just got to keep doing it. I mean, we look around and everyone's just like talking and looking at us.
Like, come on, man, what are you doing? We're trying to do this move.
Remember we went to school once, and I don't want to put, too much information, but one of their teachers is a legendary teacher. And it's me, Jairo, and Unak. And me and Jairo are partnered up. And legendary teacher is teaching this group of like maybe 15 of us, something like that. And he's just teaching us mount escaping. And it's like, it's really cool. Like, it's not like super advanced, but me and Jairo are like, we're about it. We'll just drill whatever he shows us, and we'll listen and we'll keep doing it. And then he taught the technique. We started drilling. And then we look around and we're the only ones drilling. And we're like, I can't believe there's white belts that are not drilling. And it was like shocking. And we talk about this a lot. Like at Beta, we drill a lot because it's part of what we do. Like we want to get good at it. We don't just do it twice and then we're like, okay, we're good. Next move. Like, no, we'll just keep going until you tell us to stop.
Drills make skills.
It's true, man.
Drills make skills. That's still going.
He's still looking for that choke.
This is exhausting, man.
He that grip he's got, he could really turn it into a guillotine, huh? Did he used to hit a lot
of loop choking?
Yeah.
You know, it's essentially what it is. It's like a loop choke is like a guillotine
with the
with a
gi.
gi on, except you're using your other hand on top, so you can use your body on top. You can also do like a one-handed loop choke. The guy with Alexandre Vieira.
Mm. One-handed.
Bam!
Dang,
And with the Ippon
dog.
Uh, advantage?
Oh,
Only advantage.
dude, that was you
Hit
got.
him with it.
Dude, he just hit Shanji Ribeiro or Salo Ribeiro with that.
Same throw.
Damn. Dang, look, he just couldn't get him down. Just couldn't get him down.
Follow through. I think it's just an advantage.
Man, look at that defense, though. So Salo just pops back up and grabs the belt.
Oh, remember? Oh,
Dang.
tried to make a switch. Tried to go for the Tani Otoshi.
Oh, we got to see that again.
He made a
Wow.
switch, went up and grabbed, like he was up, grabbed his belt from the perpendicular and went for sweeping his back foot.
Bam. Oh, how did he not finish that one? That was close.
He had to pull him around a little bit more.
Wow.
He's not even breathing hard.
He should have gotten 2 advantages for that.
I thought so. But then he ended up on his back, right?
Um,
You still get it because you initiated.
right. So you initiated the first throw, and then that was one, and then he almost got the second one. So he should have gotten 2.
Start them on their feet again.
Dang. Well, I guess that works.
You should start on your feet,
Yeah,
man.
that makes sense. What you mean? You don't want everyone butt scooting, dog?
No, I want to start on your feet. Let's go. Takedown.
About it. I was that's why I work on the single.
You're hitting that single.
It works from everywhere.
Hit on it. I mean, it works from your knees too. It works from the ground. It's basically it works from the half guard. You can do the same time.
Exactly. Because you can always get to the half guard. And I was talking to Hyro about this. It's like the you got to go from bottom to top, right? And the best way to go from bottom to top when you're in bottom half guard is you just grab the leg and single. Like it's the easiest. You're already there. It's so easy. And it's like you don't have to learn anything fancy. Just drill that single movement and then you'll be all right.
Watch Damian Maya, dude. Damian Maya's single is just masterful.
Dude.
And especially when he combines it using the cage and he puts you up against the cage and drags your foot out. I mean, amazing. I just watched this fight against Gilbert Burns. Unfortunately, he lost by a knockout, but he was schooling Gilbert Burns on the ground.
Hey, Gilbert Burns is pretty good at jiu-jitsu too. I think
he's real good. Yeah, but not Damian Maya level.
That's a good point.
That thing was Gilbert Burns has worked on striking a lot, and his right hand is like a bomb, and he landed that bomb right on the chin.
Oh, my boy!
It actually was like a hook. You can watch it on MMA Core, and they have all the fights there.
That's where I gotta go. Damian Maya. Oh shit!
He did it this time,
dude.
And he gets up on top. 2.
Dang! I gotta see that again. This time,
with that.
So he knew that the fight was gonna be real hard, so he just hopped to the other side. Right here.
He just kept running. But you see, they're hitting that same competition style, Ippon, which is collar grip, pull, and then the hand goes, as opposed to like the classic, which is like on the sleeve grip.
Can I see it one more time? Sorry, dog.
So when you grip, you're gripping collar, right? And the free hand's going to come up underneath like an uppercut that arm.
Oh, I see. Yep. So he's pulling on the collar with his left hand.
With his right, actually. Right hand.
His right hand was on the collar?
Right hand's on the collar. Look, you can see. Go back. Right hand on the collar. Boom. Right? And he's clamping down. He's going to clamp down on top of Salo's arm so that when he comes underneath it, it locks into place. One arm's pushing down, one arm's pushing up, and that's immobilizing that arm. In wrestling, they call it the Jap Wizard.
Can't say that, dog. What's the matter?
I didn't name it.
Don't. It's just a wizard. Dang. But Salo, he ain't taking it, dog. He's bumping him off like crazy. Oh, is he about to get side control?
About to get it.
No way. Isn't that the Hero Brothers things? Nobody can pass their guard. What?
3. It's about to get worse.
Dude. This is crazy to watch. This is 2001?
2001. He's now got the dragon tail, like the
Oh,
grip
shit.
underneath the armpit.
Yep. He's about to step over with his left leg, isn't he?
He'll go to the mount, but oftentimes he likes to go to knee on belly, which I felt a lot.
Oh, dude. That's what I'm talking about. With the dragon tail. Oh,
Punishing.
You know, there's a submission there. Well, I guess.
You can do the baseball grip.
Yeah. Or he could do the one where you bring the dragon tail and then you step over with the leg. You know what I'm talking about? Remember, somebody taught us that. Kristen Berlan? No, what's her name? Christina Barlan? Kristen Barlan? I can't remember. But, yeah, she taught us that thing. I've been using it ever since. He's about to hit that cross-collar choke.
The baseball choke.
Oh, the baseball choke. You know who was good at that? Remember Megan Boley?
Yeah.
She used to always try to hit me with that, dog. She was pretty good. Oh, snap. Dude. Wow. No. Wow.
Subbed him.
Wow. Dude, he didn't just sub him. He threw him past his guard, knee on bellied him, and then subbed him. Damn. What a win.
Wow. Is that Bustamante?
Is that him? Bustamante.
Is that Bustamante? You can see it's this guy right here. I don't know if that's Bustamante.
Definitely looks like him. Wow.
Incredible, dude.
And this is after he left Alianza?
You know, if you do that, you get disqualified now.
Into your crowd?
You can't jump in the crowd like that.
Dude, back in these days was when they had the drums and the flags that they would make all that noise.
Yep. It was like soccer hooligans, dude.
Yeah. That's why they're not allowed to have flags or musical instruments in the crowd anymore.
We watch another one here.
Dude, Eduardo Telles?
Get
out of here. Isn't he the guy that does the turtle guard?
Octopus guard.
Which one?
He does the turtle guard. He also has the octopus guard.
Oh, shit.
But, you know, Eduardo Telles, he's been competing forever.
I think recently, at least in the past 4 or 5 years, wow. Did you just snap him down like that?
Yep.
Damn.
Oh, damn. Look at that. Eduardo doing his crazy turtle guard.
His turtle guard. Oh, wow. Whoa. Can you slow it down? I missed that whole thing. I know a lot happened.
Let's see.
Slow it
down. Oh, yeah, we're watching it fast speed. Go back.
Yeah, I saw that turtle guard. He hopped over, and then he tried to...
Right here. I like what he did, though. He, came up on his head and tried to...
Here, pause.
That's pretty neat.
He based on his head and just threw his hips under the leg?
He based on his head, threw his hips over his leg. See? Try to walk him over.
Oh, wow. And then how did he get stuffed? How did he get thrown back?
Let's see. Boom. He just, hipped up like he was doing a throw.
Wow.
Hipped him up back over. You can't let the guy's hips get over yours.
You know, that's something similar to the dog fight. If somebody has a strong whizzer, I hop over to the other side for the truck. And it looks...
Did he have a whizzer right there?
I think, hold on. So right here, let me see. Oh, you got to go back a little bit.
Go back. So he's here. You get snapped down.
So let me see.
Just run down.
Damn. Right there. So right here.
There's no whizzer.
Oh, there's no whizzer. So he's like.
He went over and grabbed the far pant leg. So he was grabbing the far pant leg.
Oh, I see.
And then he tried to hop over the guy.
Wow.
Now up to a single.
I wonder what technique that is. I got to see that. Because he was trying to sneak to the back. Oh, it was crazy. So he was like the defending side of the dogfight. So instead of him whizzering, he hopped over without. Man, I wish I could be on the mat right now. I gotta test it out. Because he was on the defending end of the dogfight. Then instead of whizzering, he used the whizzering hand to grab the far pant leg and then he just tried to hop over. I got to try that out. That was pretty cool. I could dig that. Oh,
Damn.
dude. That's ridiculous.
Like on the head.
Dude.
See how
That's ridiculous.
same throw. Boom.
Dude.
And he runs around the same way.
Dude, he's hitting those so clean.
This is
There it is. There's a position again.
Yeah.
Oh, is it right here? Oh, no, wait.
Right there. He did this right there.
Yeah, right here. So
He
see?
grabs the far leg. He grabs the far leg with the near arm, and then he's going to try to like throw his hips up over his hips. It's over his opponent's hips.
Yeah, I'd love to try that. I'm interested. Never thought about that.
Damn. Just manhandling back.
I was about to say, he's just ragdolling him right now. This is brutal.
It's got this.
You don't want to stand up anymore.
Going for a knee bar.
Oh, good old leg bar. Oh, snap. Oh, he's getting a toe hold. Oh, good. No way. Dude, go back. All right. I didn't even see that toe hold. I didn't even see where.
That was gross. Did you see his foot?
Hold on. He
Look
went.
at his foot. Bap, 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 bap. Oh!
Oh. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. He shouldn't be standing on that leg. Oh, shit.
Oh, shit.
I saw his foot fold. Wait, you got to go back. So he was about to get knee barred from the turtle guard.
Watch it even slower.
Good call.
Watch it even slower. So
He went, all right, so from here, he went knee bar,
rolling knee bar.
and he said, oh, yeah? Where's that foot?
I like Eduardo because he goes for submissions, you know?
Yeah. Oh, right here. What a toe hold.
Watch, you can see his foot bend. Bap, 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 bap.
Dude, that, toe holds are real.
Yep.
Dude, wow. I can't believe he just stood up and was like, no, I'm good. Like, bro, you ain't all right. You need to sit down and put some ice on that foot.
Not okay.
Wow. Wow, that's 3 big wins right there, bro. They were all by submission.
All by submission. We're going to watch one more.
Jacare?
Fight Jacare.
No way.
They say this is one of the best matches in all old school
Oh,
history.
you got to slow this one down. This one's super choppy.
Let's see.
Wow. Man, that toe hold makes me want to work on my toe hold. You can get out of anything. You just snatch up a foot. Damn.
These guys.
Oh, look at it. Squeeze on that head. Dude, Jacare is so scrappy though, man.
Yep. Look, he's got him in like a loop choke right here.
Yeah, he does. This is also in Brazil. Looks like it.
Yeah. This is CBJJ.
Ah, okay. So let me see. Combate? Is that what it is? What's CBJJ?
I don't know what it stands. I thought it was the Confederação.
There you go.
But the IBJJF and CBJJ are like all one now. I think is what I understand.
They got merged?
Yeah. But the Brazilian Nationals, which is CBJJ tournament, is they would say even more competitive than the World Championships because you get the best of the best, and they can't. Not everybody can get visas to come to the United States.
Yeah, I was gonna say the Brazilian Nationals. I think that those are. I like watching those matches because they're the most intense. Like sometimes in the Worlds, they really treat it like a sport, and there's not a lot of like porrada. You know what I'm saying? And in Brazil, there's a lot of porrada.
When I don't think this is there, but they usually hold it could be actually. They usually hold the Brazilian Nationals and the World Championships in the Tijuca Tennis Club.
Yeah.
Tijuca, and so everybody, well, here we go. Oh! Big over-the-shoulder throw.
Whoa, wait. Was that Jacare through him?
Jacare through him, yeah.
Like, not up in here, dog. Oh, shit. Dude, that was legs up in the air throw. Damn.
When you go to Brazil, like they have the flags, they got songs,
Yep.
you know, they basically you're cheering for your team. They got riots that break out. I was there a few times with the riots.
It's tight, dog.
One
Tight.
time, Waleed Ishmael versus I think it was like
Hoist?
or something like that. No, it was just like they were having beef and they had to call in the riot squad.
Damn. Hey, Walid Ishmael, he was a jiu-jitsu representative that fought the Gracies.
Yes, that was. And if you watch this match with Hoist, he puts Hoist to sleep.
Dude, yeah, he does.
In 6 minutes.
That was brutal. It was on the beach.
And then actually one in a match. There was one in a match.
No, I mean, the match was on a beach. They talk about it, not like the Hickson beach fight. It was like I remember that one because everyone ran out onto the mats when Hoist got put to sleep.
Dude, and then he came to Rockville and did a seminar. And, he showed us that choke.
No shit.
Yeah, dude, it was the best, man. But I'll tell you what, he looks like the meanest man in the world. Waleed Ishmael, the way he looks, you know. But he's actually from my impression of him when I took a seminar, super nice guy. Super nice guy, loves jiu-jitsu, got big old ears.
Dude, Waleed Ishmael is a madman. I follow him on Instagram because it's freaking hilarious. He's always trash talking Henzo, and big time. Like he trash talks Henzo all the time. Like he wants to fight him all the time. And he's always because he has like a jungle fight league in Brazil. I think he runs it or something. And he's always making funny videos. There's this shirt. I can't remember how it goes. It goes, don't be coward. Don't run off the fight. Something like that. I can't remember. I wish I could remember it. But it was like classic Waleed Ishmael.
They should fight.
They want to.
They should have an MMA fight.
That's what they've been talking about. They've been trying to make a fight happen in 1FC because Henzo fought, right? In 1FC. So they were talking about fighting again. But they talk mad trash about each other.
I think it's great. They would sell so much. People would watch that.
That should be the fight. That should be the co-main event to Mike Tyson Holyfield.
God, no, yes. Is Holyfield Mike Tyson actually going to fight?
I don't know, man. They're throwing a lot of money around Mike Tyson, though. They want him to fight Holyfield, and they were talking about Shannon Briggs, man.
Did you listen to Tony Atlas's breakdown of like the pad work that he saw?
Tony Atlas.
Tony Atlas was a coach. He coached with Customato Mike Tyson until Mike Tyson.
Is he the one that goes, "You're a fireman, and you gotta go in. You're a fireman."
Yeah.
I know who he is.
Yeah. He pulled a gun on Mike Tyson apparently.
Well, him and Mike Tyson don't see eye to eye right now. You know, like from what I could tell.
Mike Tyson did all that pad work and it went viral. And he's like, "Let me ask you a question. Do you see anybody throwing a punch back at him?"
Oh, why you gotta be like that?
I was like, damn.
Yeah.
You see anybody throwing a punch back at him?
Damn.
Of course he's gonna be hitting like that. He's an athlete.
Come on, man. Don't be a hater.
Yeah.
Don't be like that. It's fucked up.
Yeah, so guys locked up in judo stance. That's what I like about the old school matches, man. They would want to throw each other.
Yeah,
you know,
a lot of the heavyweights now they take that old school approach, right?
Great.
Uchecha, Hudolfo, they're all stand-up guys. It's the lightweight classes that don't like to wrestle.
Like to pull.
Oh, it's brutal, man.
I think if you pull into like an attack or like submission or something like that, that's good. But if you just sit to your butt. Like
I think you should always get a negative point for pulling.
I agree. Unless you attack a submission, you know, or go for a throw. At least in judo, you at least have to attempt a submission or a throw to get to the ground.
I would say if you took it to the ground and like fell into an armbar, I think that should still be a negative point, and then you should get an advantage for the armbar attempt. You know, because man, I watched this fight You ever heard of Spider? Spider, the name brand. It's like a surfboard. Yeah. So the owner or so. Oh shit! Did he take him down again?
You see a pic? Yeah.
Well, the guy that owns Spider, he's a jiu-jitsu fan, so he ran a tournament. And the tournament,
$100,000.
100,000. Damn, that was easy.
Dude, you see that Kochi?
Yeah, damn. You got him real.
$100,000. That's the biggest prize,
bro. I talked $100,000. Can you believe that?
I talked to Murillo after because Levi won it.
Yep. I'm about to talk about that.
Okay. In South Korea, I was like, dude, that's amazing.
That's real. So
$100,000.
So this tournament, right? A lot of hype behind it. They brought in like the best of the best, and then Levi's in there. Levi makes it all the way to the finals. Did you see that match, the finals for $100,000?
I didn't see the match.
I would tell you what, I don't think you should watch it.
Was it a decision for $100,000?
It was brutal. All right. Now, when you think $100,000 match, you're like, man, these guys are gonna fight with some intensity and ferocity. No. They double guard pulled and almost got double DQ'd.
Damn.
Bro, they both had 3 penalty points for double guard pulling.
Money's supposed to make it better.
Bro, they were terrified to roll because there was so much money on the line. Oh, shit.
Going for it again. On a single. Like recovery on a single.
There's a single. Oh.
Did you get the 2?
Oh, it got reversed. Oh, that was so close. Dude, you got to give him some advantages for that.
I think I give him advantage.
Dude, Jacare's a beast. Do you see the way he can we look at that defense of the single leg real quick? Because he had him deep on a single. He went for the drop tsunagi.
Is this where it was?
I think it's about to come up.
Or do we pat? Or we didn't get there? Oh, here it is.
So he went for that trip on the inside. Sarge, you got to unmute yourself. I can't tell if you're talking to us or not. Sorry.
Right here. Is it?
Yeah, it looks like it's coming up right now. There you go.
It's
boom. Oh, so close.
Transition to a single.
Nice transition.
He sits through. There's a switch.
Dude.
Switched on him.
Damn.
Here. Bam.
Dude, look at that switch. Jacare's a beast.
He switches right at. Oh.
Boop. Dude, that is what a counter. Damn.
These guys are going at it.
So, yeah. So, Levi. So, these guys are at 3 penalties each. 0-0, 3 penalties. And if they get one more for a double guard pull, again, it's a double DQ. And then something weird happens where it's almost like the other guy got forced to go on top to prevent the double DQ, but then Levi got a decision win for almost sweeping him or something. And he ended up winning 100,000 like that. And I was like, oh, that was like worst case scenario for jiu-jitsu as a whole. It's like
$100,000 richer.
The biggest payday ever. And man, this would be great. Oh shit, what happened? He got taken down? He went no.
For Harai Goshi. He went for Harai Goshi. Like this. So he comes in, he attempts to throw, but he falls out of bounds.
Oh, and Jacare tries
to get 2. He's like, nah, that's not 2. He's like, no, this ain't happening. He's like, I tried to throw out of bounds.
What do they call that?
Nothing.
Wow.
I mean, he attempted to throw.
Yeah.
He ended up in a bad position, but, it was off the mat.
Oh, he's hanging out by the border now. That means he must be winning by 1.
He's like, yo, why'd you break me?
Yeah, he had him. Oh, he's walking him down now. Oh, dude, that is their jam.
As he's going for it.
That's crazy.
Nothing more beautiful than that throw, man. That's like that's the that is pure like mastery. If you can hit somebody, just throw them right on their back. Perfect timing.
I was talking to Jairo and Carlos about that, and we're like, I think, oh shit, I think the wrestling is very effective, like the single leg, double leg. But it's like it's better to hit a judo throw. You know, like everybody wants to hit a judo throw, but we end up wrestling more than anything.
Yeah.
It's so satisfying.
Oh.
He gave him that single.
Trying to hit the Osotogari. Then he got.
Oh.
I think Margarita's down is why he said to keep attacking. Oh damn! Fell into a fan.
Dang. Oh, they didn't give him any points for that. He tried to roll through it. Wow, this is a for real stand-up battle.
It's great. So he's taking it back to the old school match. These guys are standing up. Oh, try to sweep. See, at least he goes for something.
Yeah.
Oh,
he's almost passed though. Oh shit! No. Turn away. That looked like one of my guard pulls one time at the New York Open. I passed my guard. I pulled terribly, and the guy passed my guard. And I was like, "Damn! I just gave up 3 points for nothing." Did he get his points?
He's got his 3, and this is gonna be the finishes, I believe.
Yeah, he ain't getting out of there.
So yeah, this guy's holding me.
Oh, now he's neon belling you, dog. Oh,
dude, he's a real good. I mean, I think the neon belly is. The idea is to be able to hold down your partner and punch him in the face. Maybe people don't use it as much anymore, but for jiu-jitsu matches, I think it's a great way to score.
Oh yeah,
put pressure on your opponent.
And it's great for forcing them to turn left or right.
Yeah.
You know,
it's just shin on sternum.
Yeah, dude.
You gotta get the guy to move.
Yeah, dog. I'm about that life.
Again. Going for it again. Time's short. He got out though. He's back on his feet, still fighting.
Wow.
It looked like Jacare is just trying to hold on.
Wow, and a foot injury ended his professional career, huh?
Yeah.
Wow.
Motorcycle accident. Oh! No, nothing.
So close. That front headlock, man. Oh, he lost it.
Deep on the shoulder. Jacare is moving out.
Man, they don't let them play on the borders anymore like that.
Yeah.
They would give them penalties real quick. Wow.
Time expired.
What a win. Dang. Those guys fought in no-gi and ADCC too.
Yep.
Wow.
I think Margarida did as well in no-gi, but his gi game, man, I mean, out of control. Well, there you go. Yeah, I mean, I think that I only heard that to the grapevine that a motorcycle accident took him out of competition probably for a while. But you know, during his times when he came back, he showed us some stuff that he was doing, but mostly just to beat us up. But I do have fond memories of that time, and that like it helped me to just kind of inspire me to continue to get better. Because like, one day I'm going to beat this guy. That never happened though. never got the chance. But I do remember that he did steal Mario's motorcycle, and we went for a ride, and that was the scariest day of my entire life. You know? Because I was always put in charge of this guy, so I was working the front desk, you know. And again, I was just working there just so that I get membership and just be at the gym more. But I was working there from like 12 to 5, answering phones, and then you know, Margarida was sitting there. He was bored, and he's like, "Hey, I'm hungry." I'm like, "All right, so what do you want to do? You should go to the McDonald's or something." He's like, "No, we're gonna take Mario's motorcycle." I was like, "Dude, we can't do that." He's like, "Yeah." He's like, "I got the keys." I was like, "No, we shouldn't do that." He's like, "Man," he's like, "Come on." I was like, "You know how to ride a motorcycle?" He's like, "Yeah, I know how to ride a motorcycle." So we get on the motorcycle. Now we're in Rockville. Just imagine, you know, Montgomery County, and I sit on the back of him, and we're going down. He goes 80 miles an hour down Old Georgetown Road, which is like a 35-mile-an-hour limit. But he doesn't, because he thinks he's in Brazil. And I'm like, "Bro, like you can't ride like this. Like this is out of control." He's, No. And he's just going. And then when he gets to the red light, he goes in between the cars, and then gets to the front of the red light, and then runs the red light. And so we're doing this down the road for like 5 minutes, and I'm just holding on for dear life. I'm like, "Man, I'm holding on to him, and he's like, "What's wrong with you, man? You know, you fruity?" Like, so I had to hold on to the back of the motorcycle as we're riding down this thing. He wants to go to like the McDonald's on the further one, so it's like 3 miles away, and I'm riding in fear of my life. We come back, you know, and then he decides he wants to go off-roading, so we go down like a dirt hill, like coming around and in. And then I get back to the gym, and I'm like, I'm never gonna do that again. I'm never gonna trust this guy again. Never, never, ever. So then, like the next time he wanted to get some food, I was like, bro, I'm not gonna go with you. So instead, he puts me in the Mataleon, and he puts in the chokehold, and he's like, give me your keys. I'm like, no, dude, I can't give you my keys. Like, this is not even my car. He's like, give me your keys. He's like, yeah. I'm like, all right, here are my keys. He takes my car, goes to McDonald's, comes back. There's like ketchup packages, half open, squashed in my car. I'm like, bro, like, what? Why do you do this? So he's just a crazy guy. You know, what can you say to him? Because you really can't do anything to him, you know?
Yeah.
Gonna beat you up. I remember one time we went to a nightclub, and he was just sitting there and making eyes at this girl, and this girl had a boyfriend, and he didn't care. And the boyfriend came up to him, and then like, you know, they started beefing. So then like the bouncers come in. This is when like back then we had a lot of people who trained. They opened up this thing called it's called the Bank. I don't know what they call it now, or some Nation or something like that. It was a club that kept changing names, but you know, this is the one that we would go to, and we had to hook up there so we could get in there underage or whatever. So get there, making eyes at this girl. She doesn't like it. The boyfriend doesn't like it. So then like the security guards come in, they escort one security guard, like grabs him, escorts him outside. And then like a minute later, I see him coming back. He gets pushed through the door. The bouncer's got like his arm behind his back, and Margarita's got his hand up like this, walks him up, throws him on the counter, and sits down next to the girl again. He's like, hey, what's going on? What? I'm like, dude, this guy is nuts. So he had to get kicked out. We had to go home. I mean, like, just a crazy guy, you know?
You know, that's why back in the day, nobody knew jiu-jitsu, bro. So he was invincible.
Like, he was invincible.
Yeah, he had superpowers.
But, you know, he never, I guess in Brazil, you can do certain things, and didn't understand that doesn't happen over here. So it was kind of difficult to explain to him why that doesn't fly here, you know?
Can't beat up everyone.
Yeah, I remember he came back as a black belt, and we had a BB gun in the office or something like that, and he was shooting it inside. Like he set up a target, he's shooting it inside, and Neto comes over and he's like, Margarida, what are you doing? he's like, what? Like, you're shooting the BB gun inside the school. And he's like, don't worry, I put something behind the target. And he grabs it, and it's Neto's pants, and it's got holes in it now. And he's like, those are my pants. Like, what are you doing? I mean, you're a crazy guy. And he's like, fine, whatever. And he's like, Nakapan, you're going to take me to the churrascaria, take me to the Brazilian barbecue. And back then he had like some kind of minion that was with him, you know, somebody who wanted to learn from Margarida. And so we went over there, and I'm like, Margarida, it's been a couple of years since we come back. Since you've been back, like, you know, I see you got a more expensive taste. You want to go to the Brazilian barbecue? He's like, yeah. But I was like, you know, it's like it's like $30. You know, we don't have $30. We're like, I'm a college kid. Like I don't have that kind of money. He's like, don't worry about it. I'm gonna tell them I'm a world champion in jiu-jitsu, and they're gonna let us eat for free. I was like, that's not how it works. They don't know who the hell you are, dude. He's like, no. I was like, drive me to the Brazilian barbecue. I'm like, bro, we should just go to the McDonald's. She's like, no. So we go over there, and he gets his bodyguard. And the bodyguard's got like his posters of him that are signed, and they go in there. And I'm sitting in the car. I'm like, you go. Let's see what happens. And I'm watching him talk to the host and talk to the manager. He's like, ask the manager, and he's like, oh, well, like talking to make it big. He's like, he pulls out his poster, and he's like, this is me, right? And the guy's like shaking his head, no. And he walks back in with his minion buddy. I'm like, so what'd they say? He's like, let's go to McDonald's. They don't know who you are, dude. Like, this is not the way, bro.
No shit.
Yeah, man, he's just a crazy guy.
I'm assuming he's still in Brazil.
I don't know where he is. He wrote me recently, but I got scared to answer his message because I didn't want him to. I didn't want him to end up at my house or something. I didn't know what to do. He showed up. Yeah, so just crazy memories, and everybody who I ever talked to was like, "Oh yeah, Mark, he's a crazy guy," you know.
Across the board.
Just a crazy individual. And his name, I was like, "What does it mean?" You know, it means like, you know, like Daisy. Yeah, he's Daisy. We call him Daisy. I was like, why'd you call him that? He's like, because he sucked at jiu-jitsu. I was like, really? Like,
Whoa.
terrible. One day, this guy Montero was telling me this story. He's like, this guy was so bad at jiu-jitsu. He's like, my dog could arm lock him. Like it was so embarrassing. And then one day, the jiu-jitsu gods came down and blessed this guy with the skill, and he killed everybody in the mat after that. I don't know what happened, but like, you know, he after that day, that was it. And so I was like, man, I wish the jiu-jitsu gods would come bless me. Where's mine?
I know, right?
So, yeah. So there you go. Crazy story.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Don't be the caretaker of a 16, 17-year-old Brazilian kid who doesn't know, what the limits are to his power. He will abuse it. But that's why we have to make sure that we, understand that there's a code of conduct to a way to be as a martial artist, and to embody that and to represent that, because you don't want to regress back into having this thing become a danger. This is supposed to be a gift for all of us. And so if we use it with great power comes great responsibility, right? It is a great power. So you have to make sure that you live by the code of honor. I would say we hang up that Bushido poster. It says, how samurai should conduct themselves. And I really do believe that. And the only way we can't teach that to anybody. We can only try to live that as best as we can, so that we can set an example for others. And, so therefore, like, somebody who takes it and wields it very irresponsibly can give it to some other people. And then there was the light side and the dark side, right? Like, that's how you end up having that. But you can't know one without the other. So it's important to have both sides so that you can understand which side you want to be on.
That's right. That's why we have the Ninja Turtles and we have the Foot Clan.
That's right, the Foot Clan. Yeah, that's right.
We both study martial arts, but
which side do you want to be on? I don't want to be a foot soldier.
You want to eat pizza and you want to hang out with some cool dudes?
Hell yeah.
Or you want to go ahead and hang out with Master Shredder?
But good stuff, guys. Thanks for joining me for the matches. I had a good time, kind of reliving the old days. Hopefully they don't take this down, and we get to continue to live it. We're also looking at the phase 1 reopening of the school. Looks like DC might continue to be on track for the 29th. Unfortunately, again, we're not in phase 1. We are in phase 2. And then soon you will see our reopening plan. We're going to present that to everybody so that everybody can understand what kind of precautions we're going to take to make sure that the school remains a safe place for all of us to train. We can't wait to get back to training. Everybody's working hard in order to get the place ready. And we can't wait for that to happen. So that's going to be very soon. Just stand by for emails and messages coming out soon to give everybody updates on where we are.
Totally, man. Yeah, we can't wait to open up.
Can't wait to train. Thank you all for joining us, and I'll see you guys soon. Y'all have a great day, all right? See you, Sarge. See you, Lewis.
Peace, dudes.